Alright, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some more water while this loads. Alright. I want to try to get the fog and lighting for this map down. I started working a bit trying to get volumetric fog yesterday and just completely gave up on it. So I'm going to be doing this like smoke or dust particles. But now I want to get it looking right, and I'm starting to think that I'm not even going to use a skybox anymore. Like this. I think I'm just going to use a solid background color. The issue is I'm going to need to get this I want this reflection probe to copy Unity reflection probe copy camera sky camera background color. I guess maybe there isn't a way to do this. That's kind of annoying. it's still showing the skybox here. What's going on? Why is it still showing the skybox? Shouldn't it be showing the background clear color? This don't make no goddamn sense. I guess it just doesn't show. Community show solid clear color in scene view. Ah, it's under preferences. Okay. Alright, so now I want to change. See, I'm not sure if I want to do a mixture of fog and this dust, or I think I'll add the dust and then I'll see if I want fog after that. Oh yeah, I definitely want the fog. I just realized it's like so much worse. Actually, so then I'm not sure if I want less of them. I might spread them over a farther area. Let's see how that is. I think I still have VR enabled. No, okay. Yeah, so that's definitely way less. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to increase them when you fly up above like this. Alright, and I also, it's supposed to be like a dust storm, so I'm going to make them fly to the side, but I'm just thinking like I want them to fly faster when they're higher up above. So what is the starting direction? What is starting direction? Is that here under shape? Align to direction. Random direction. Projects outward from the center of the sphere. How do I make a fixed direction? So I want to make them go in a single direction. I guess maybe start speed isn't what I'm looking for, because I want to do a 3D direction. I'm probably looking for force over time or velocity over lifetime. I wonder if loop is what I want. Texture that the particles will sample their color from. I'm just going to try random directions of travel and see how this looks now. All right. So I definitely want the fog. Let me try adding the fog back in. Oh yeah, there we go. That's actually good, I think. You can still see the background. But the dust is definitely obscuring it. You lose track of the ground. Alright, I'm going to work on actually placing some coins and actually making the driving feel good. I think probably just reducing the speed will make it feel way better. Because I've already got basically the best steering it can get. Funny enough, the high speed actually makes it feel less maneuverable. I almost think I need to make the coins bigger. because they're like, it's too hard to hit right now. But if they were bigger, so let me try changing. I'll try changing the shape of the coins. I think that might be better. I'm still thinking about placing the coins manually. It really doesn't seem... How did I not hit that? It really doesn't seem right to place every coin manually. I feel like what I'm gonna want to do is to create batches of coins. So what I was thinking is creating a system where I place nodes, and then that combines, like it places coins randomly across the lines that I draw. So then I don't need to place individual coins, I can just place like lines. I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm just thinking, I'll actually want to create a script for this. What do I call it though? Coin path? How do I make a custom editor? Unity on debug on inspector GUI draw. So wait, Unity debug draw on inspector select. I can't remember how to do this. On draw gizmos, I think it is. You want to draw gizmos that are also pickable, always drawn. All right. Oh god, I switched to multilingual keyboard. All right. How do I want to define this? I guess I'll define it as a path from one to the other. So this transform is where it's connected to. And then on draw gizmos, we'll draw a line from this to there. Let's see if this works. Oh, I need to check if object reference exists. Alright, so let's try this. This will be the beginning of our path. We'll make it go up here. So there's our path. So is there an on-draw gizmo selected? I think there's an on-draw gizmo selected. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to use that though. So now we need a value of how far apart the coins are going to spawn. We need our coin prefab. So I don't know if I want to call it spread or density. I guess I'll call it spread. I'm thinking I will apply rotation in the shader. But to begin, I might just do random rotation here. So now we need to spawn the coins. You know what, I figured I was actually cool with this. I could do some stuff where it's like Mario, where you don't unlock, like when you get a bunch of coins, it unlocks like a new path of coins. So like an invisible path that doesn't appear until later. I'm just thinking with this way, every time it gets to the end of a path, it's gonna spawn a new one. Whereas if I kept the final, ideally what I should do is go along all the connected paths and calculate the ending ones. I guess I could just do it manually. Alright, here we go. So now we'll spawn our new coin. And I guess I'll just set the position and quaternion right here. I think there's a random rotation as well. Wait, what is a random rotation without uniform distribution? Generate 10 random rotations. It's technically possible and probable I can get the same rotation. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. So I think we just need... I'm just gonna do rotation uniform just to make it easy. I just realized, is Visual Studio putting in spaces instead of tabs? Oh my god, it's putting in spaces instead of tabs. I guess I care this much. I really like if it puts in tabs instead of oh, nice. So it changes a whole line when I indent one. Okay. Interesting. It's way faster to like navigate through the text when you can jump whole tabs of text. I think that's all I need to do. Just start plus equals direction. And that should spawn the coins when I start the game. So I think when it's selected, I'm gonna highlight the spread. Gizmo selected. So when it's selected, I'm also gonna draw either little spheres or cubes, I guess, that highlight this process. What happened to debug draw cube? Wait, Unity debug draw sphere. What happened to Unity debug draw sphere? Oh, it's Gizmo's draw sphere. Okay, so maybe I should do Gizmo's draw line. Color. So that should highlight it now. Nice. Okay, so that shows where the coins are gonna spawn. So then I can enable my coin beside it to do a point of reference. It looks like they're gonna spawn too close, but let's do it just to check. Beautiful. Is it just me, or is it missing the triggers sometimes? Maybe I should make the hitbox a little bit big, just to like help out. So like I actually made the player hitbox a little bit smaller to help you. I guess I could make the coin hitbox a bit bigger. I think it's fine though. I'm very happy with this system though. There is some stuff in Unity, this has been around since like Unity started, that is so nice, being able to basically just easily code in editor scripts like this and stuff to visualize. Alright, so now I can just use this. I don't know if I want to do wire cube for this. Wire might be easier to visualize. I'm trying to get the cubes to match up as a decent reference to the coin. Alright, yeah, they're too close. But I'm gonna start designing this path now. So this is supposed to be an easy level. Okay, let's see how this looks. Nice. Way easier to navigate. Still actually pretty hard. So this is one of the things that I don't even know how I'm gonna balance this game, because like what I want the upgrades to be is that your ship moves faster. But what ends up actually happening is it actually gets worse because it's harder to, like, when you move faster you have less time to react and turn around and stuff like that. So it's almost like getting a faster ship isn't even a reward. I also feel like this is actually better with a controller. Well, I think I'm gonna start placing more of the level now. I was talking about placing a rock over here, but I need to make the texture higher resolution. I just realized none of these are set to static either. Hold on. I think I might still just have some rocks in the middle of yeah, this one right here. I'm wondering if I should bother doing anything with it. I'm thinking maybe right here. I should probably make some other boulder meshes. Because just using the same mesh everywhere here isn't amazing, but at the same time it doesn't seem horrible. Alright, so let me place some of these rocks. Oh my god, I just realized I need to put colliders on these too. Of course, I don't have any colliders on these yet. How am I gonna do that? Do I want to put mesh colliders on all of them? I wonder if I can just approximate box colliders. No, I think I'm just going to use mesh colliders because they aren't big meshes. Cooking options mixed. So I should have made these a prefab so I could apply this to all of them. But now I'm gonna, yeah. Do I want to make these a prefab now, late? I don't think so. Okay, how does this work? Hold on, let me check. Is the hitbox good for the player? The hitbox still looks a little bit off for the player. Alright, the rocks work. They have colliders now. I feel like I should do the death zone now. When you start flying up, it's gonna start like sending your ship in other directions and kind of like taking control. I just realized the particles are drawing on top of the UI. The particles are drawing on top of the UI. No. No. Wait. What? Wait. There has to be a way to fix this. Maybe something about my... Maybe the render queue here? Maybe something about the sorting here? Rendering layer mask. Might be what I'm looking for. No. Order in layer 1. Let's try 2. This is something I'm thinking they have to have a way to fix. Oh yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, so I'm gonna code this death zone. I'm wondering how I would increase... I don't even think I need to increase the particles, because it's already like really stormy. I'm still thinking about increasing the hitbox on this. So I am getting better at it every time I go by. But like times right there, I feel like I should hit it. So I'm also thinking, how do I want to program the death zone? Do I want to add a check on the player? Or I think I'll want to add like a custom script here. Call it like dust storm. And then I'll have the player on it or referenced by it. Or what I should do is I should have a way to just get the player. Like, so I'm thinking I should maybe change some of the materials for this small rock. And yeah, shadows don't look nice in this. Because like the way the dust storm works. Alright, so in the player script, I'm going to add a static reference to player. Then on update, I'm going to check whether or not the player is inside the storm. So if the player position is bigger than a certain amount, I don't know what height I want the storm to begin at. Is there a way to get the position of the camera? View current camera position. I feel like that should be something in here. Get the position of the editor camera. You have to align a game object with the view or use scripting. Okay. Where's the align with view again? So that's 200 units high. I think I'll want to start it right here. It's weird, it actually lags when I do move to view. So 119 storm position Y smaller than 120 So if the storm strength is bigger than 0, then we're going to apply random forces to the rigid body. Force on unit sphere. I should probably actually calculate a new, I'm just going to do this to begin, but I should calculate a new random one. Force change. On unit sphere times random value. Actually, wait. Is there an inside unit? Inside unit sphere. What's the default force mode? I think it's just force, right? I need to look up the differences of these. Force per second, force per frame. If you do force once every fixed update for exactly 1 second, you'll have applied the same amount of total force as doing impulse on just 1 frame. Force parameter newtons. Impulse treats the force parameter as newton seconds. Continuous force, instant velocity change, ignoring mass, instant force impulse using its mass. Mass distance divided by time.
I am impressed.
Difference is simply how it calculates how to apply the force. Okay. Hello, Legends Media. So I think what I want is impulse. I don't even care about mass though. I think I honestly just want velocity change. Actually, I probably want acceleration because I want to ignore mass, but I want to apply this frame weight. So let me make sure I get this straight. So which one applies delta time? Fixed time step. Solid object will gain 0.8 meters per second. This. The object will accelerate by 0.4 meters a second. Does this really multiply by time? Why does this multiply time to the power of 2? I actually don't get that. I guess it assumes that the force will be fed back in. I almost feel like setting up a test where I see what change it actually applies. I think I'm just going to test what it's actually applying. So I'm going to change my player script. I'm going to stop it from changing the velocity. And I'm just going to set it on a single frame. Body.add force. Honestly, I should just add to the velocity at this point, but I'm really curious at what it actually does. So we'll apply it up. I'm going to remove any of the gravity. Actually, I think I could just do that just on the player. Use gravity. Disable drag. So this way I should be able to just view what force we end up with. So I'm going to do up times 1,000 to give it a good scale. Alright, and let's see what this gives us. Alright, that gave us 20 velocity, which 1,000 divided by 50 is... So 50 is our fixed time step. Yeah, so that automatically multiplied it by delta time. So I actually think that this forum post is wrong. Wait, maybe... No, wait, this says it's time to the power of 2, but then this wouldn't be 20. That would have been like way smaller a number. So this forum post is wrong. I'm becoming more and more skeptical of the answers in Unity forum posts. Alright, so let's see. There has to be one of these that's literally just a direct velocity change. Oh, I exited out too quick. So that once again is 20. So force and acceleration both seem like the exact same thing so far. Oh wait, yeah, it's because my mass is 1, so mass isn't going to change anything. So that's 1,000. So that impulse applies it instantly. Okay, that gives me my answer. That does give me my answer. Yep, so both those send it at 1,000. And I think I'm just gonna add to the velocity because it's like It's actually easier. I'm just realizing part of the reason it's so hard to steer right now is because I'm doing this with keyboard. I'm really not sure if I want to do mouse aiming on PC. Because the only way I can see about doing that is if it's like where you look is where the ship goes. Anyways, this should start applying the storm, so let's see. How high is our player? He's 41 right now, so we need to go up. Alright, should start moving it. About now. You're 19. It should start moving the ship on its own. I guess it is a tiny bit. I guess the ship autocorrects. Yeah, I think the ship autocorrects. So let's try and make this stronger. Times 100. Oh, it's because I have such strong controlling right here. It's just automatically shifting the velocity back. Wait, why is it moving so slow? Speed 5. Max speed 30. What? Why is it so limited? Steer sensitivity, velocity deer, magnitude bigger than max speed. Why isn't this accelerating it? Max. I guess maybe there should be a minimum acceleration. Like, I actually don't get it. Time.delta time. Like, I think maybe this drops too small. What if I just set velocity direction to max speed constantly? Would that work? Huh. I don't understand something about physics. So max speed is the same regardless of what direction it's traveling. Is it something about me disabling gravity? No. It should move, yeah, slightly faster going down now with gravity. I'm definitely doing something wrong here. So max speed, let me think about this. 30 times the delta time, which will be like 0.02 times 10. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm not adding this to the velocity. Of course, simple mistakes. There we go. And now, I actually don't think I need any of that special stuff. It actually seems easier to control now. Maybe. Let's experiment with this. Oh no, that made it way less responsive. Alright, well nice. I figured out a way to improve it. Alright, so max speed, acceleration, look sensitivity, steering. Oh, so the acceleration is also the steering control, actually. With the way I'm programming this. Oh my god, what happened? It's not working. Vel plus equals forward times acceleration times fixed delta time bigger than max speed. Ah. I guess that acceleration is just way too little. Oh yeah, that's... So let's try 30 acceleration. Whoa. What's happening there? Why is it not turning? It's actually turning in the opposite direction. What the hell is happening? What? How did I break steering all of a sudden? Maybe if the acceleration is too high? No, it's happening there as well. I must have changed something. Turnian Euler steer angle. Forward. Velocity plus forward. I guess maybe the steering sensitivity is too high. Oh my god, I get it. I get it. If the steering sensitivity is too high, then it spins around before the ship actually spins around. It desyncs. Oh my god, this is actually really tricky. It's working though. It's actually easier to steer now in a way. So let's try upping the steering sensitivity. Oh, nice. Could actually use more acceleration. But that is good. Alright. I want to do a basic path of coins going around because I keep flying through here and I want to have a path of coins going through there. So let's put a path of coins. I wonder if I should delete these game objects for the coin paths after they're done. Because it's like, it's actually like there's no reason to have these around. I should actually do this as a Bezier curve. I'm just looking now at these straight paths, and this would be so much nicer as a Bezier curve. I may end up going through and changing that to a Bezier curve. Custom 3D GUI controls. Handles are 3D controls that Unity uses to manipulate items in the scene view. There are a number of built-in handle GUI such as familiar tools, position, scale, rotate. However, it's possible to find your own handle GUI. Ooh, nice. And so they have a Bezier curve. Textured Bezier line. But for now, I'm just going to have them in straight lines. Oh, I connected this one the wrong way. I just realized, I think I did this backwards. I might actually want to do this a different way. No, actually this will work. I can just kind of flip directions on this. It actually might be difficult to do Bezier curves. With this, because I would need to traverse through the connected paths and find like the previous and next connections, which would make it a lot more expensive. Not bad though, still. let's make this one more dense, because you're going through a special area. Alright, let's see how that looks. I'm actually tempted to put the steering back under mouse control. Nice. I honestly feel like it might be easier to control with controller. Let me try. I hate how the mouse isn't disappearing all of a sudden now. No, I don't know. Both are hard. Still got drift to it. Having the camera desynced from the driving actually makes stuff tricky, but it's like at the same time this is like how it's like the realistic way. Realism fucking sucks in video games, dude. It makes games so much worse. I'm still gonna go with it because it's needed for VR, but alright, I'm actually pretty happy with the state of this so far. The one thing that is really concerning to me is the fact that these dust particles, I didn't think 1,000 was a ton of particles, but it's dropping my frame rate by like, I'm almost wondering if I shouldn't have it parented to the player. But anyways, when I go in VR, these particles drop the frame rate and make shit. I don't know how to describe it. They make it choppy. And that's really concerning if, like, it's not that many tries. If 30k triangles... Is there a way to view from scene view? I guess not. Like, if 30k triangles drops FPS, that's really concerning. Like, the FPS is actually really good on PC, I think. Like, 450 FPS. It's not high resolution right now, but it doesn't really increase FPS that much. So I think I might boot up VR right now. The one thing I also want to try to fix is this VR movement. So like right here, this will just reset the camera position to always be centered inside the vehicle, but this breaks 6 DOF or whatever it is where you have positional movement. And it breaks reprojection when the positional movement doesn't work. So what I actually need to do is like, I need to do some hybrid approach where it's like what Skyrim does, for example, is when you move too close to a wall, it will like push your camera position backwards. So it only resets the camera position. Like you can almost think of that pushing back as resetting the camera position. So it's like I actually need to do this pushback, but only when you like are almost leaning out of the cockpit. So Hmm. I wonder if I should check if main camera. I guess. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to check the camera position relative to this PT is the position in the pod racer. So we automatically update that. But so I think this is getting the world position or the local position. Let me see. The local position that's rotated to world space is, I believe, what this is. So it's not completely local space. Oh wait, this isn't going to output anything because I'm not in VR. But yeah, I'm just going to assume that's local space. So then if local position dot magnitude bigger than, how big is this? .4. So I think, yeah, I'll do bigger than like 0.5 to begin. Then it'll reset the position. Alright, I'm going to test this out in VR now. I'm also really concerned about the performance drops because like a huge part of this is to practice VR development in Unity. And if VR development isn't possible even on basic shit like this, like if a small map like this with 30,000 triangles gets lagged from like 200 particles, I know these are tons of particles technically, like they're big particles that cover the whole screen. It's doing a ton of overdraw. So I get it, but it's like it's still concerning. VR just might be like too slow at this moment. Hello, Excellator. Alright, so 6 depth of field is working, except it stops resetting your position. Oh my god, I'm actually an idiot. I saw that coming. I was like, I'm getting too close to my table. Inside my head. I need to make sure I don't damage the cameras. Oh god, where did we go? So actually, it seems like the frame rate is way better now. Interesting. So I wonder if just me reducing... Honestly, this looks way better in VR than it does on the computer. How did I miss all of these? Oh god. So I might need to make it so that you can like look out front of there better or something like that. Alright. Seems like there's like a little bit of lag. I think it's actually from... So there seems to be like a little bit of an outline when I turn. And I think it's because the Unity depth texture is updated a frame late. And it's using that depth texture for soft particles. And the soft particles glitch out for a single frame when it moves too fast. Did I get all of those? Oh, I got almost all of them. I almost feel like I should put something in like the center. Maybe even add more of a reflection to the windshield. And it'll help me like center where I'm looking quicker. Anyways, man, I'm insanely happy that the FPS is actually working fine. And I noticed that the triangle count was way up there. I don't think this is giving me an accurate triangle count right now for some reason. I think in game it includes all the stuff like the real-time reflection probe and the shadows. Alright, so I'm gonna make this reset the camera way closer. And so what I want is, I don't want it to reset as soon as I go out of this range. I want it to push the camera backwards. Oh god, I'm backwards. Oh god. Oh yeah, and if it's VR, I don't need to lock the cursor either. Hold on. I just realized I can change this as well. If VR. So I have to have the headset basically on and ready, otherwise it loads in at the wrong viewing angle, wrong default viewing angle. I need to add a button to like reset. Yeah, so it seems like, this is difficult. It's still not... Yeah, you can see it snapping back position, but it still doesn't give free movement. You can see it snapping a little bit there. So I need to give it more leeway. So let's think about what this is doing. If our local position is bigger than this length, so wait. If our camera positions Local position. Oh, this needs to also take into account the camera offset. Oh, okay, hold on. If camera position plus camera offset dot position how does this work now? I'm probably gonna end up like smacking my head against something again. No, no, it's glitching out. Ah, because the camera offset. So you know what? I'm just gonna do this the easy way. Screw trying to calculate any of this local positioning stuff. I'm just gonna do if main camera position difference than where it should be hitting is sitting is bigger than 0.4, then we're gonna reset it and shift it back to the center. Whoa, whoa, what is it doing there? It works. What is it doing? That's so weird. It works until it doesn't. It resets it, but then it unsets it. That's so weird. Ah. So why? What is happening there? Main camera position minus the target transform point bigger than, so then it shifts it back to the local point. I don't know. Huh. Hold on, I'll be right back. Why does this reset? So if I do this, let me make sure actually this works, right? If I do this each frame, it'll reset. Yeah, so that locks the camera position in. Why then? Why then does this reset it each frame? So I think what is happening is that the VR camera offset actually automatically offsets the camera to keep this consistent. I guess maybe I should look into this. The user wants the tracking origin. That might be what I'm looking for, honestly. Tracking origin mode. Is it called camera rig? No, camera offset. Isn't using floor tracking, so request tracking mode. I wonder what the default is. Alright, let's try floor. Nope. Still not working. Wow, VR is like crazy difficult. So let's try device now. No. Camera floor offset. Game object to move to desired height off the floor. Man, VR is actually like so insanely difficult in terms of like the gimmicky shit that you deal with. Like this type of stuff where you literally can't control how the player moves without running into bugs. Okay, so what happens? Yeah, so it doesn't reset. It just starts flickering. What is this? What is this? You can actually see that I'm partially for a single frame inside. You can actually see that I'm outside. But then the camera actually applies the offset again, and then that resets. Unity camera offset XR keeps realigning. I don't even know what this issue would be called. It's like, I honestly feel like the state of VR in Unity isn't even done yet. Like, this is actually documenting the new XR API, which does, like, this doesn't even work. Like, this new API, this is why I'm on the old OpenVR API that is actually considered deprecated. Except this is the only API that actually works. The state of Unity is actually a fucking disaster, man. Like, what the fuck is this engine right now? Camera offset. Stop moving. No, this doesn't work. That doesn't work. This doesn't even work. This is what I'm doing, and it doesn't work. This is what I'm doing, and it glitches out every frame. Oh my god. Solution above does away with positional tracking. Disable positional tracking. I want positional tracking though. I just want to move the camera relative to a center spot. Okay, let me try pausing in the middle of VR and manually applying this. I want to see if it's doing what I think it's doing. I think it's resetting. I think it's offsetting the camera to account for my camera offset. So it basically undoes what my camera offset is doing. Alright, so we're in the center. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to go and I'm going to modify our camera offset here to be out top, I guess, up here. And so let's see if this resets it now. Nope, it reset it in the middle. Oh my god, this is actually straight bugged. I'm so confused. So It's I'm actually so confused. It's changing this camera offset, but at the same time it's actually not moving it. Like, look at this, it's changing now. So does it change while the VR headset is off? And then as soon as the VR headset is on, it's locked. So I think maybe what I have to do is I have to memorize this offset and apply it here. VR offset. Hey Namori. So then this PT actually applies the VR offset. Hold on. And then I apply this to the VR offset. Let's see if this works. I wonder if this is supposed to take VR offset into account. I'm trying to get the VR head movement working perfectly now, where when the issue is I have VR head movement in, but you can stick your head through the outside of the wall of the ship. So I need to like add some basic, like, that's the thing, collision detection is really hard, making like a physical head where when you like move your head it actually does rigid body collision detection to stop it from moving through like the window or wherever. That's like complete overkill. And will also potentially run into a whole bunch of issues because the way VR head movement works is like, it actually says in like the guidelines for VR that you aren't supposed to just like move people's heads. Like, a bunch of people get motion sick if it isn't teleport movement. My game isn't really for people who get motion sick like that, because I don't know if you see what type of game this is with how fast moving it is. Oh my god, what just happened? Where is my head? Oh my god, I see it. That's me. What the hell, dude? Oh god, this is gonna make me motion sick. Maybe motion sick problem? Yeah, I do not think this is gonna be a good VR game, in that most people will get very motion sick. We'll get very motion sick from that. But it's not about making a game that other people necessarily like. It's about me practicing. Hello, Pop Bat. Wait, what? What? Oh. So, VR offset minus equals position. Actually, this might need to take into account VR offset now. Wait. I might actually, what I might be doing is setting VR offset. If you render player inside of ship and FBO1, make ship glass as screen texture, combine them to FBO2 and FBO2, you render outside scene like Titanfall did. Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't stop you from going outside the ship, though. Then that would just cause some like weird rendering artifacts. If you like how would that stop you from leaving the inside of the ship in FBO1? You can make a ship bigger, but that doesn't stop me from leaving the ship. That just completely like changes the scale of the game and the objects. Ship size of cube map? That doesn't make sense. Cube maps aren't like a physical size. They're a 360-degree view. Huh. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god, it worked. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, so now it's moving when I rotate the ship. But it is actually doing what it should, where when I get too far away, it moves it back to the center. Oh my god. So, it's like half working now. It's like half working. So... let me just try doing this each time. Let me make sure I didn't mess up some of my code here. This should lock me into the chair. Actually, I want to do another test first. I'll do both these tests. I want to see if the ship position is locked. Okay. So this is now locked. No matter where I move my head, it stays locked to the ship. How many of those did I miss? A lot. Alright, so now without the offset, what I'm looking for now is that it's a bug. It's not supposed to happen where if I'm looking straight out the ship and I turn the ship up, my character, the camera should like stay positioned relative to the ship. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, move up like that. Whereas what happens is like the ship moves up and the camera glitches down into the ship. Like that. So I'm trying to see if that's a bug just with the way I'm rotating the ship and the camera, or no. So yeah, this is like technically perfect. This stays locked on and perfectly aligned. Even when I like go at weird angles. But this is the issue. Right here. How I can look out the side of the ship. I'm like a fucking dog hanging his head out the window. Space dog. So, maybe I need to apply it afterwards. Bigger than 0.5. Oh, maybe this'll... oh my god, I think I got it. Wait, never mind. Never mind. Oh my god, what's happening? Nope. Nope. So, why does this VR offset? Oh my god, the VR offset needs to get like rotated by the camera offset. This needs to be scaled by the camera offset every frame. I think.
I am impressed.
Hey, thanks for the follow. That ID user? I think I said that wrong. Now, will it work? Oh, my controller's dead. I'm like, oh no, did I break the controls when I updated that? Okay. Alright. Oh my god, it's working. It's actually working. So now when I go out the side or try to, it resets me. Nice. And we're actually getting some gameplay now, collecting these coins. Valid user. Oh my god, I was trying to read that so wrong. I was like, is that Spanish? Okay. I'm so happy that that works. That was one of my big issues with VR from like the beginning. Like I don't so to realize how big of an issue there are so many VR games where you can stick your head through walls. Like way too many. So like immediately one of the first things I want to fix as a VR dev is not having your head go through a wall. Yay. Like, so this is crazy. If you look at this Reddit post from the Vive subreddit, people's solution for... So after playing several games and demos, I keep finding it odd that I have to play nice and not break immersion if there's a locked door in front of me. I can easily walk through it in the physical room. Since the first FPS I played, this hasn't been an issue, but it's now an issue in VR. Looked like a drift snaps the player back when you get too far out of their spacesuit. This sounds pretty horrible to me. This is what I had to end up doing, but this is like the only way to do it. But it's interesting, if you read so many people here, Vanishing Realms teleports you back if it detects you're walking through walls. Blinding effect on player vision. A whole bunch of games will just like hide your vision when you go through a wall. Like, how crazy is that so many VR games today don't have proper collision detection on your head, and it basically just makes you blind if you accidentally walk into a wall. Like, blurs out everything and disables your controllers. How is that considered a good mechanic? How is that immersive? Let's talk about entering a cabin in Titanfall 2. Next 1 minute. I think some games in like Elite Dangerous do fix it. Oh yeah, like I've seen some third-party mods like Minecraft do it better. Is Titanfall 2 in VR? Yeah, that looks so much easier to do than a VR thing where people can move their head at any angle. Fixed cutscenes like that are actually like so nice in that you can just like you know exactly what's being shown on screen. And what angle and what position players are going to be viewing it from. Alright, so before I wanted to fix that VR thing, I was doing the dust storm here. So this changing the player velocity will actually need to overpower the player's acceleration or it won't really have any effect. So we want to see if the ship starts moving on its own. Oh yeah, I think it's not that much actually. I was curious if I could see that in VR with VR off. They did it almost same like Titanfall, head move around for a little bit, but then they move walls around when here. TF2 no VR. So does Titanfall 1 have VR? Maybe I'll just randomly change the velocity. Basic mechanic of scene logic. They move walls around when out of allowed space. The screen is the real texture. Yeah, I don't see how that solves my issue though of you going outside the ship. Like, what do you do when you draw FBO1 when the player is outside of the cabin or ship? So I think I need to add the dust storm calculation to here. Maybe. Make in cabin trigger that move walls when player head in VR hit them. But if you moved the walls of the ship backwards when you hit it, then it would just be scaling up and down the ship and making the ship bigger and smaller. That's not the same thing as stopping the player when they go outside of a ship. That would like completely change the scale of the game. Oh my god, I'm actually a moron. I don't have the dust storm on any object. I literally didn't even create the script. I didn't even create the script, of course. Need VR force feedback. Do you want to give me the ability to break people's necks? Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. Okay. It's working. It's working. it just started changing the player's direction randomly, which is kind of what it's supposed to do. It's not like feature player in VR can make ship bigger. That's not a feature for the developer, though. That's making the developer's life hell. Oh, nice. So that's our dust storm. So that's way too strong. So what I want is a bit of a dust storm where when you go up, you lose control of the ship. And then if you fly up too far, you die. I think I might do an animation for the ship getting destroyed. Oh my god, that actually looks so good. The way the ship shakes. That actually looks like it's going through like a dust storm, does it not? And it's actually like hard to get out of because it takes control of your ship. I'm also wondering, I should reduce the velocity limit when you're going downwards. Or sorry, increase the velocity limit when you're going downwards, because like you move faster going downwards because of gravity, but then it's like, I don't know, your terminal velocity, I feel like going up shouldn't be the same as fall. Like the velocity, max velocity going up is due to the limit of your engine, but the velocity going down is terminal velocity. So like they're both different limits. So I should actually change your max speed based off of like what direction you're going. I do want to try this dust storm in VR though in a second. And yeah, I want to start adding actual mechanics, so I want to I want some sort of animation or some sort of trigger that shows how damaged your ship is and shows when it is destroyed. I'm gonna make the glass a bit less transparent because I found that it actually is nice having a sort of reference of where you're looking forward. Oh, that's the rock in the background. That's not even the reflection. Oh. Blending mode. Additive. This shouldn't be that bright. Ah, man, the pre-multiply would be good if you could actually multiply this brightness. But you can't. Yeah, so the ideal thing would actually be having a mix of like multiply and additive. No, I think additive was still the best. I wish pre-multiply worked the way I wanted it to. what was I going to add in again? I was just talking about adding something in. I was going to test the dust storm in VR, yeah, and I was going to make it so that the max velocity changes depending on what direction you're going. So, limit equals max speed. I guess I'll also have a terminal velocity. And this might actually change depending on what ship you get. Yeah, I'm not doing actual accurate terminal velocity. Square root 2 times gravity divided by drag times area times density. Huh. I'm changing it depending on what ship you have, so it might actually be considered an upgrade to have a higher or lower terminal velocity because you can go faster. So then I'm going to interpolate between this max speed and the terminal velocity depending on the y-axis of your velocity. So then this is only going to get calculated if mag is bigger than 0. So then I can divide velocity.y by the mag to get the normalized y, and multiply it by 0.5 plus 0.5 to make it go from -1 to 1. Actually, I'm going to limit this so it goes from -1 to 0, where -1 is terminal velocity. And then we apply our scaling here. If our velocity goes above the limit, so let's see. So then our acceleration, I may actually want to change the acceleration then. Oh god, it works. It works. You go so much faster going down. Actually, oh my god. That's actually kind of fun mechanic. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, that's actually really fun, being able to, like, give yourself a speed boost by, like, aiming downwards like that. I probably want to change the curve of it so it's not just lerping. And I feel like the speed should maybe carry over into your upwards movement, but I guess not. So let's try going up here. Start hitting the storm. What if it points us down? Then we'll start moving very quickly. When we start pointing down, it should start moving down pretty quick. Yeah, that's almost too quick. I like it, but I think I'm gonna change like the variables on it. Either make it not as fast, or make it so that you have to go more straight down. Alright, so now let me try I feel like the shaking of the dust storm will actually give you motion sickness in VR, so I just want to check how that is. No, it's subtle enough that it's actually fine. I'm gonna go flying into one of these rocks or something. Is that a rock? I can't tell where I am. Let's go downward. I forgot where the entrance is to this. Right here. Oh god. Yeah, there are multiple things that are like just scuffed about this in VR. Like so many people are gonna get motion sick if you like bash into something here. Like just that is like very jerky for VR. Now the max speed feels slow after going down like that. But I kind of like the idea of using gravity. Alright, it's looking good. It's actually working. Oh my god. It's working. And I'm pretty happy with like I actually think I have a direction for the level now. Oh god, what is this? Oh, is that because I have VR enabled? I think I'm gonna start building the map next. So, you know what I noticed? The field of view is actually higher in VR. And I think that's why it feels better. Okay, it's so weird. The movement feels lower in VR because the field of view is higher. It actually doesn't make sense. That should make it feel... It actually doesn't make sense. I just realized it should feel faster in VR. Why doesn't it feel faster? I actually want to watch my velocity here in VR. I just like ruling out all the possible sources of bugs. I'm not even, yeah, I'm not sure it even feels slower. It feels just as fast when you're like, I just realized I have some dead zone issue here. It keeps moving to the left because the controller, I guess the dead zone is too small. I guess I can. Oh, that's actually so nice. I just went to go stick my head in the chair, like going, oh, I can still clip into the chair, but it actually works. This is actually pretty, like, non-scuffed now. I'm just watching. How am I moving here? How am I getting... So that puts me up. Okay. Everything actually seems to be working. Ah, I just realized there's actually some, like, I don't know if it's reprojection or flickering. I actually think VR isn't designed for you to do spaceship stuff like this. Like, I can actually see the 3 from the GUI there and the spaceship flickering a little bit from reprojection. And it's not because I'm lagging, it's because I'm resetting the position every frame to do this camera movement. I think. I'm honestly not percent certain. Playing in a tiny window though, it's a really, this window right here is like 2 by 1. It's like way wider screen than most wide screens that people use. So wait. Everything did work properly there. I wanted to change something, I can't remember what. I'm gonna start building the level next. I think before I start building the level, I'm gonna implement these coin paths as Bezier curves. Because I don't think these straight lines look that good. Or it would be way better if these looped around smoothly. I think. Maybe. It honestly seems pretty good in-game. What was I going to change? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so that lag might, the reprojection kind of bug might actually just be the physics not being synced up to the same frame rate. So yeah, fixed time step, 1 divided by 120. So we'll set the physics to nearly the same frame rate as VR. Right now, the physics was running at 50 frame rate. And the VR is running at like over twice that. Oh, that fixed it. That fixed it. It is smooth as butter now. Nice. Ow. I'm thinking, how would I mark damage? I'm thinking of doing damage to the windshield, like putting cracks on the glass in front of you. I'm also thinking of like maybe adding smoke. I'm thinking how I want to do the cracks. Because I could apply it as a texture. I think the ideal thing would actually be like a custom shader on the glass where I then like fade in and out a texture based off a threshold. Or I guess I could do it with like an alpha cutout shader and then I change the threshold of the cutout, and as it goes higher it shows more cracks on the windshield. I think that's actually that is the way to show damage. All right, that's gonna be it for now. I'm gonna go and have lunch, and when we come back this afternoon, I think we're gonna focus all on gameplay. I'm gonna try to make these coin paths better and make them Bezier curves instead of just straight lines. I think I'm going to work on the death mechanics, like I said, showing cracks on the player's windshield as it gets damaged and making it automatically kill you when you fly too high up into that storm. I feel like I'm actually getting direction for this game. I'm hoping so, because so far it's just kind of been like messing around with stuff, trying to figure out Unity. Actually making a little game out of this would be nice. Anyways, thank you for watching the stream this morning. I'll be back about an hour or two, 1 p.m. EST. We'll be continuing Unity game development, if you're interested in that. I'm on Discord if you have any questions. I'm on Twitter or have email. I hope everyone has a good day, good afternoon, good day. Just said good day twice. Good night, wherever you are. I'll see you around. Thank you for watching.